Welcome to the Chillingly Board Podcast, where we run a tabletop RPGs. For today, we are playing Electric Bastionland. So get a cup of your favorite hot beverage, whether it be a cup of coffee or tea, and chill out, prop your feet up, and get comfy. Because it's about to get weird. Warning, Electric Bastionland deals with dark themes and subjects along with eldritch horror, twisted, brutal combat, and the strange weirdness that could be taken in a variety of different ways. Also, remember we're just actors and we are doing our best to give you an experience. So don't hate the players, hate the characters. So please, any recommendations on top of that or anything to help would be amazing, because this is, of course, for you. So now let's get to it. Now, I do want a little preface before all of this. Welcome to Electric Bastionland, a game that I have been waiting for a very, very long time. Into the Odd is one of those games that made this channel. It's the second series we have ever done, and I have run it more than any other game in my entire span of being a storyteller. This strange industrial horror of eldritch beings and treasure hunting has been easily one of my favorite game systems and settings for a very long time. And this system makes me even more happy, and I love it with its new additions. The artwork and the small pieces to add throughout the world. On top of this, I have always ran this for new players, and you'll see why I mean that. It's incredibly fast, the combat's super simple, and everything just ties together so well. I hope you enjoy our look into the free preview that they have given out, which I will be putting in the description, of one of my favorite systems. Welcome to Electric Bastionland. I am Steve the Storyteller, and I am joined by Jade, or Kaylee, our new player. Say hi.
Hi.
Ashley, who is playing... Go ahead.
Ilva.
And you may recognize her from the Fallout series, which we sadly have never finished, but we're not going to dwell on that. And as always, Anthony, who is playing an entire pack of urchins. Say hi.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's not a hi, but we'll go with it.
Hello. It is I.
The juice man.
All six urchins.
All six urchins are the juice men.
Oh yeah.
Just a pack of Kool-Aid men running after you.
Kool-Aid children. Thank you very
They're
much.
all different flavors, and you're just like, I really hope I don't get that one.
The rain is pouring today, and the electric purple storms arc across the Bastion sky. The glowing city of the Bastion, filled with a slew of colors and a barrage of signs and scribbles and ruins. This is the Bastionland, the largest conglomerate of humanity left in this desolate, strange, and odd place within the world, where things crawl in the underground sewers, tunnels that are vast and sprawling. The sky always changing in a different dark, foggy colors, from turquoise to red to a very dark blue, but always in a dark tone. Thieves and urchins run the streets, mockeries of life trot along, and things that should not be. Treasures waiting to be found in the echoes of life once past, spread throughout a dark, ruined hope. Or whatever this place may just be. Old gods, strange creatures, electricity, and technology blooms. Soon we are met with quite an interesting sight. In the ruins of the lower bastion, the lowest of the low. Abandoned buildings, war-torn, gang-ridden, a small pack. A very small pack, a group. You could almost consider them a gang. Maybe they consider themselves more treasure hunters, or even monster hunters to a degree. But treasure hunting is their one and main job. Failing their careers, here they stand, looking at a paper in a small child's hands. All of you are together. Maybe all kind of conglomerated in an old ruined building with the roof being damaged by a bombshell taking out half of it. Crumbling ruins. This is pretty much your home. You have a debt to pay. And what better way to pay that debt than to go treasure hunting. Treasure hunting sounds so joyful, doesn't it? In this world, not so much. Things fuck with your head, twist your mind. Gangs gut you at every corner and want to rob you. On top of that, everyone wants a piece of what you've got. So, one of you is holding a small little paper. It's a few, actually, almost scrawled notes and things and rumors. But a location and a few notes on top of it. Who would be holding this? I'm curious.
Probably me.
Not it.
So
I can do it.
we'll let Ashley have this.
We don't trust you.
There's 6 of me. How can you not trust me?
I'm,
Because you all have
All
one
So-
6
mind.
of you are holding it.
honestly, if anything, probably that entire pack of urchins kind of. I'm curious. Are they pale and scraggly? Are they all wearing a certain symbol or have a tattoo or masks, certain clothing? Do they all look alike in a weird way, or is it just.
Yes, they're all Kool-Aid men.
I'm curious, Anthony.
Yeah, all 6 of them were pitchers filled with Kool-Aid.
Seriously. What do they look like?
I figured that they'd all have the same kind of tattoo. Somewhere on the their between their shoulder blades ish area.
Okay. And what would it be?
Like I can't remember what it's called now. I can't remember what the symbol's called.
You want to get?
Or what it looks like now.
Do you want to get back to it?
Yeah, let's get back to that.
Cool.
momentarily.
So Ilva, you're standing with these scrawled notes and letters in your hands, probably in a small notebook, or tucked away. Did you? No, you. Did you? What did you take for your thing? You didn't take the zoology atlas, did you?
No.
Okay.
I have a psychic link with the
Alright.
dogs.
Your dog's close by, kind of like rubbing into you and like excited to see. But in these scrawled letters is a location out at sea. Out in the middle of the sea, actually. It's from your notes and the rumors that you have heard around. It is a place of very expensive squid, along with a roost of something. You're not exactly sure what. Many have written it as a shadow in the sky, but they know that the people who go there don't come back usually. And if you really want to go there, you know that whatever those dead people had always dropped their stuff behind. And bagging those squid, this is right now is the time of their breeding season. And catching them, they are massive. They are actually quite large. They are a delicacy and they are also used for magic. This could hold a large sum of pay. But you're not the only thing hunting squid. Just remember that.
Alright, so what do we do?
That is on you guys. The one thing that I would suggest in some way is getting a boat first to get out to the location. However, you may
Well,
want to do that.
Does one get a boat?
We have 13 money.
Yeah, only rich people get boats.
I can be a boat. All 6 of me.
You know, I said,
Do that.
No.
Please.
you know, there's a lot of ways to get a boat. You could put,
Murdering someone. Seduce
Murder.
someone.
I was just gonna say stealing
Yeah.
or renting or maybe telling someone that you can have they can
Okay,
have some of the
you
cut.
went all sorts of fucking robotic.
My bad. So you can steal a boat, you can rent one with probably what you have, or you can more like give them your money for the sale there and then pitch in the cut of what you get.
Don't you notice how he just completely ignored the prostitution comment?
What if we just murder?
Murder.
If you guys want to kill, you can kill, but
Eat the rich.
What does squid eat?
The rich.
We can lure them
We
there
get
with the
we
dead
find
body.
a rich man, tie him up, use him as squid bait, and take his boat.
And his money.
I don't think
Yes.
squid bait would work like that.
What
Probably
do
not.
the squids eat?
let me look up. What do squids eat?
It's fish.
Yeah,
Generally.
it's generally small fish, you're right.
So they eat meat.
Yep.
Not human meat though.
They're not that big. They're like the size of a medium dog. They're not super huge.
You said they were massive.
Well, when you go squid catching, these are like a little bit larger. These are probably the large of a large dog rather than a
So we
medium
can
or
use
small.
his toes to catch it.
Just chop them up into tiny bits.
Yes. Then
But here's
we'll
the
have
thing.
this for the police to see.
The blood would attract sharks and stuff.
Then we tame the sharks.
We can't tame sharks.
How do you know?
By the
Have you ever
way,
tried it?
whatever is there and taking people down, it could be a variety of many things, as many creatures have the taste for squid, such as sharks. Hold on. I
I'm
am
just saying
curious.
you kill a rich person.
Is there any like
Whales, crabs, larger fish, and things along those lines hunt squid.
is there like any deserted island?
Where you know this, because in your notes, you would know that there's no real small island, but there are massive rocky crags that are like platforms.
Okay, so we'll pay, quote unquote, someone to take us there, and then we'll knock them on the head, leave them on the rocks, and take all of his stuff.
Take their boat
Exactly.
and their money. I
And
like
we'll just
that.
leave
I like
them there,
that idea.
and we can say that they died, and no one will question us.
Nobody will question it.
Okay.
I like that. I like the way Ashley
And
thinks.
because it's such a scary place, no one else will want to go there.
Nobody's gonna go there to find him, but it's also like, I'm sorry, he was alive when we left.
Okay. Is that your plan?
I'm good with that plan. What about you?
Go with that.
Olivia, Ellis, Rose, Jack, Jane, and Max?
Sure.
Wait, where do you find his names? Oh, I see them. Why are there only 2 boys?
Because I wanted it that way, and that's how the names came to me.
Okay.
You good, Jade?
Yeah, I'm just. My brain gets confused because I was like, wait, all of a sudden there's names and I didn't know them?
You just said 6 names, and she was lost.
Fair enough.
I'm like, wait, what? I thought we were just playing with 3 of us. Who are these people?
Would have been especially confusing because Angelo didn't introduce 6 other people.
No, I
I
did
know,
not.
I'm like, where the fuck did these people
You're not
come
wrong.
from? Just all of a sudden, they're not in chat or anything, they're just there.
Just poof. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do to prep? I'm just curious.
Well, we gotta make it look like we have some sort of money.
in all
I'm
honesty,
6 people. I can go steal a bunch of clothes.
Steal a bunch of nice clothes. Maybe some jewelry so the guy will trust us.
you could just tell them, hey, you can have our cut from this entire thing.
I think that would work better. I think we should focus on getting more things that we need rather than
Okay.
even just stealing things we don't need.
Fair enough.
But stealing's fun.
I never said it wasn't, but we can always steal later.
I guess.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to focus on before you head to the docks?
Food.
What? Sorry, say again?
Food, rations.
Drugas.
Druga.
Oh,
Let's
That's
just put some meth
right.
and then we won't need to eat.
wait, that's right. Anthony's characters have to have sugar or they get deprived.
Oh, that's a
Fucking
thing,
Oh,
isn't
shit.
it?
That.
It's right under the picture of your
It did say
failed
that.
career. If you go a day without eating
I
something
remember
super sweet,
hearing
you get
that.
deprived.
Yep. So, Anthony,
Shit, let's go get some sugar.
okay. Would you guys like to go buy some food? I'm just gonna say it's 1 pound each, I would say, or Echo.
Do we need to
For-
feed all 6 of them?
Let me see. I'm curious.
I'm gonna assume that yes, we're gonna have to feed all 6 of them.
Yes, yes,
Probably.
Oh,
They have a psychic
Oh,
link,
fuck.
but they'd all have to have sugar.
you will.
Yeah, but if they had a second link, they won't get depressed.
Deprived.
Deprived. Oh, fuck. I don't listen. I have $7.
I have 4, and
have
Anthony
4.
also has 4.
You got. I will just say you have to eat
Why is it
1 per
sugar?
day.
You will say what?
I will say you have to eat once per day.
Like one urchin has to eat once per day.
Yes. Each
Like
each
one
urchin.
urchin has to eat some sugar at least.
Yeah.
Instead of all 6 of us.
No, all 6 of you have to eat. It
How
will-
much does sugar cost?
I'm just gonna say 1 Echo per ration.
And 1 ration could most likely be split up.
I will say 3 rations can feed your little troop, Anthony. How about that?
I'll buy the sugar.
3 rations can feed for 1 day.
Sure. Split 1 ration between 2 urchins.
Okay, and how
Yeah,
long would
that-
the trip be?
Probably about 2 days, there and back. If you make it.
So we should probably get at least 6 rations, if not more.
Yep.
Just in case.
Just let me know who's
Okay.
buying and make sure to, let me know. And erase it from your echoes.
Jade said she would buy. So I
Yeah.
think
I don't think I can actually go in and buy anything because it would be kind of suspicious if 6 little kids walked in somewhere to buy stuff.
There's
Well, I
plenty
could
of
go and buy
oddities around.
it.
But
Like, if it's that weird, I can go and buy it for you, children.
I think we should get 9 rations. Just to be
Okay.
safe. I
can
can
buy 7.
I can give some of my echoes up.
I'm good with giving mine up
Okay.
for it.
okay.
Okay, so together, how many rations do we have? 15.
Yeah.
Okay. I can buy 4 of them, and you guys. No, wait, I can't math. Hold on. What? How does 9 work? I'll buy 5, and you guys can each buy 2.
Okay.
7 minus 5 is 3. Kaylee, you dumbass.
So how much are the rations costing?
1 echo
One.
per ration.
1
So
echo each.
So
Yeah.
how many rations is that in total?
9.
9.
Okay.
So Jade now has 3, as well as the group of urchins have 2.
So the group of urchins have 2?
Fucking
Yes.
yes,
So
children.
altogether we have 7.
Okay, cool.
I really hope we get to eat rich after this, because that took a lot of money.
Oh, don't you wait.
I want to eat
don't we
rich,
wait?
Angelo.
What?
Don't
What?
we wait?
Yes. You know what? My bad English is just par for the course on this, guys. I apologize. And so you go buy rations from the twisting markets in the urban sprawl of the Bastion, getting things like sweets for the urchins who all clamber and grab at it, and it's not great food, but it's food. But the docks. You head off to the docks. It gets immediately darker here, and the rain starts pouring a lot more heavily. And in this scene, our camera kind of turns in view to show all of our characters. And I'm curious on how each of you look, and we're going to start with Jade first. So, Jade, how do you
Hold on,
look?
I'll find
What?
the words. I'm gonna find a picture.
Okay. How about your character, Ashley? What does she look like? Or Ilva?
Sorry, give me a second.
No worries. Take your time.
So, my character is gonna be. She's 12, so she's gonna be not super tall.
Okay.
Probably between 4 and 5 feet, I think.
Alrighty.
Because I want her to be decently short. With shoulder length black hair and heterochromia. So she has a blue and a brown eye.
Cool. And,
Chromium
is that all?
dope.
Yes. I think. Like, appearance-wise anyways.
Okay. I'm curious, Anthony, what do your urchins wear? Like, or do they have, like, you don't have to describe each and every one of them unless you would like to, but I am curious. Like,
They're probably all wearing kind of like scraggly clothes, like
okay,
worn out or whatever. They all probably have jackets of some sort on.
that's what I was curious about, like cloaks or shawls or jackets, anything like that.
Probably cloaks and shawls.
Okay. Are they of all varying different colors?
Yeah, nothing too bright. A lot of darker stuff, but yeah.
Awesome. Are they all of the same age, or are they all different ages?
They're within like 3 years of each other.
Okay, that's what I'm curious about. Okay, and Jade, did you figure out?
Hold on.
You're
Ah,
good. No worries.
I panic.
If you want to come back to it,
I don't know how to describe words.
you're coming through 2 times, just letting you know.
Why am I echoing? Shut up. Shut
uh,
up.
what are we at?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute one. There we go. Huzzah. I'm smarter.
Say again?
usually, but some. I'm trying to take a picture and then I'll have you describe it. Like I have it. I just
Okay,
can't
yeah,
figure out
sure.
how to internet because I'm a retard. Can come back.
Okay, send it on over.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take a picture. I'm just like don't know how to work the internet. Somewhere. I'm sorry, children.
It's all right.
I'm sorry, children. Divorce
You're
me.
fine.
Is it
Oh,
just not sending?
weird.
Is it being weird?
It just. Oh wow, I'm send it now.
Okay. Okay.
Haven't heard the thing.
You said you're
I know,
around 20, right?
Looks
I'm
around
90,
20.
but I look 20.
Okay. So
I'm an
the
old
best
ass
way
bitch.
the best way you could describe her is a little bit shorter, flowing long black hair and a incredibly beautiful dress. Moons, stars, almost entrancing. They move kind of along the dress. It's not just glitter or what looks like stars. It's a lot more deep than that and kind of pulls your eyes. Makes you look for a lot longer. It's odd, but in this world anything is just about normal. It fits her though, as her long flowing black hair is almost wispy and silky. Her face is kind of pale, almost vampire like. A beautiful collar piece lies around her neck, little jewels here and there, and nice earrings. They could be expensive or they could not be. In the middle of her dress is a crescent moon. And this is our little barrage of treasure hunters. An odd group for sure, but who knows? Maybe they might just get the job done. Oh, I forgot one part. Ilva's dogs, because they are part of the group as well.
Puppers.
You guys have puppers, actually.
Can't believe Angela forgot about our puppers.
How dare you?
Rude.
You said they're wolves, right?
I'd be totally fine with them being wolves, but they're called hounds.
That's okay. They'd just be a smaller breed of wolf. They're just not like massive mountain wolves,
Dire
essentially.
wolves.
Half dog, half
It's
half
like
wolf.
me.
Yeah, that'd be okay. I'm chill with that.
We're not getting dire wolves yet.
Not yet.
I'm bad.
We don't have them yet. We need 1,500 echoes.
Let's go around the bank.
Yeah. Dude, screw squid hunting. Let's just think. Angela, like, please stop. Made this whole campaign.
It's all good. Trust me, I've had much worse happen in such a short span of time. You walk along the docks. The sky is electrified and arcing. Dark clouds lie above, and the sky today is a deep, dark purple. As you head up to the docks, there's not actually many boats out, or boats here today. And if they are, the lanterns are on softly. Or would they be lanterns? Probably more like glowing lights. Very soft. But in this is oh, my bad. In the steamers, there doesn't seem to be many people out today. More like providing their sails to go and take you out. Though there is one person, a girl with darker olive skin, curly hair, taking a dagger and cutting out the grit from underneath her fingernails. Her eyes glow a soft green. She is quite toned and muscled, probably from maintaining her steamer. She definitely looks like a captain. She looks like she would be willing to take about anybody right now. Probably not take anybody's shit, but probably is in need of some money, seeing that her steamer is a little beat up. But it's big. It's a nice sized medium steamer.
Walk up to her and ask her where she's going.
Merely waiting for somebody who needs to go somewhere.
You willing to take
Well,
us?
we need to
where
go someone.
Do you got the pay for it?
How much you asking for?
100 echoes. Depending on how long it takes. Well, how about this? Where are you going?
I don't remember what it was called. Tell her where we're going though.
Either.
You
The
tell her.
island of
You tell her
Shush.
the jagged rocks and crags, a little bit north of the bastion, quite a ways away, but out in the middle of nowhere. But she kind of looks down a little. I could definitely do that, but I'm curious on why you want to go in the first place. Maybe we could work out a deal.
What kind of deal?
Well, depending on the work you're doing, you give me a small cut, and I'll call that as pay.
Alright. Sounds good enough.
Wonderful. So, off we go. Now, out in that area, are you planning to do anything? I'm curious. Anything in particular so that we, can get the job done fast. And make sure it's safe and my steamer doesn't get blown up.
Little bit of treasure hunting.
Treasure hunting. Anything else? I have some nets in the back in case you're catching squid. I heard it's breeding season that way.
Probably. If the opportunity arises.
Wonderful. Now, the rest of your compatriots, come along. I will try to make the journey a speedy one, though it may take a day, at least to get there. She walks on board, guides you guys along, and tells you to get comfy, and make sure you don't get too seasick on the way. Would any of you guys like to talk to her or do anything while you go on the way? Just curious.
Ask her about her life story.
Yeah, give us the tea.
I'd like to explore in 6 different directions at once.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
We are going to go with her life story. You ask her, it's an odd question, and she merely just looks at you as something hangs from the ceiling, going side to side. You notice it's a weasel, and its tail is wrapped around just one of the loops of her steamer, and it makes little cackling noises as it munches on probably a piece of moldy cheese. Though its fur has how would I describe this? An odd oily texture to it. Almost completely brown, and it drips small bits of oil off of it. it coos as it kind of runs along her arm. She goes, I don't have much of a life story. I merely paid for a steamer, and now I'm trying to pay off its debt. It's not much, just a few thousand. And so I try to get all the pay I can. It's slow. I fight. And that's about all who I am. Everything else is just lost in time. Those are details you probably don't want to know, or details that I'm not very comfortable sharing.
Fair enough. Who's this little guy?
His name is Muppet. He's a weird little fellow. He just kind of showed up on my ship one day, and I think they're called an oil ferret. They're practically made out of entirely oil, and he's drippy and slimy, but he likes moldy cheese and he keeps me company. He also really loves a thing about going for people's eyes when they try to attack me. And she gives you a smile.
That's not creepy.
That sounds amazing.
She says that
like-
about that, and the first thing that came to my mind was me saying in 6 different voices, "So do I."
That's so terrifying. Oh my god.
She just looks at you and merely gives you like an odd look. You know, I am curious though. Why is a bunch of children treasure hunting?
Because we're poor and need money.
Because it sounds
Don't
like
at me.
Well, my family were breeders. My parents were idiots. Shit happened. Now I have to pay back the debt they left with me.
Ah, breeders. I swear half of them are a bunch of scammers and bastards. I doubt you are, though, as it was more of your family's fault, but breeders are always trying to scam each other out of the most exotic animal. So, I can see that.
needed to make money somehow in order to pay for my next meal.
Ah, so the little urchin speaks. You all have a weird thing going on. I just don't know what it is. I swear you move in tandem.
It's always been like that, ever since we found each other, at least.
Do you all speak as one? I'm curious.
Probably not
Yes.
all of the time. If I'm speaking in like, if I say we or I'm probably speaking as all 6.
Okay. Is there a specific group leader in a way who talks most of the time?
Love you, definitely.
Well, that is interesting. What an odd little group. Are you sure you can brave squid bagging and monster hunting and getting treasure? Because that's what half of the business is, kiddos.
I've survived the streets for several years now.
You know, haven't we all in the Bastion? I swear half of the rich aren't human, or mostly all of them, so... Well, get some rest. I will let you know when we are near. The rain patters down quite hard. Thunder and lightning. The sky is extremely dark and storms brew. though the steamer holds up and the captain knows what she's doing. It's hard to sleep, especially if you get seasick. The inky black sea sways through. And when I say inky black, I legitimately mean inky black. It's almost like it is squid ink. Almost this pure black gelatin-esque liquid that feels like water, but it clings to your skin just a little bit more. It's almost as if it's a sea of falling stars, as if you look into it, you can swear you see blinking lights at the bottom. Far, far away, but they are there. So, squid hunting and getting some treasure. That should be easy enough. And so, the captain yells your guys' names. Unless you're... or at least calls out to you. If you're in the cabins, sleeping, maybe sharpening your weapons, doing whatever you so choose. Are you guys doing anything in the back? Just for character's sake more than anything, before we get into the thick of this.
Your mom.
Jade?
My characters are huddled together.
Are they just bundled up together? Like rat's
Yes.
nest? Like all laying on one another?
Yep.
Cool. I love it.
They sleep in a pile.
I'm with my two dogs, Yin and Yang.
Awesome. And how about you, Jade?
I don't know.
You could just say you're resting if you would like. Reading a book. Practicing magic, maybe?
Sure. Magic one.
Cool. Flipping pages, writing down notes. Figuring out, maybe this spell will work, maybe this one. You're not even sure if your spells do work, but hey, gotta try, right? You've been working on this profession all your life. At least you know how to mix chemicals, and you know different things about herbs, and just how a stone should be used right, even though some other people may call it useless. You definitely don't think so. The woman, or let's refer to her as Captain for now, knocks on all of your doors, getting you out and telling you that they're near. And you can almost definitely tell you're here already, as when you step either out into the front of the steamer or into the back looking out, tons of, almost large dog-sized squids are swimming and tailing through the water. Their skin almost a dark midnight blue. The outside almost little sparkles sheen like yellow glinting stars. And there's tons of them out here swimming along each other. It is breeding season after all, and if these are a delicacy, you wonder why more people just haven't come to get them, because there are hundreds, maybe even thousands. Massive rocky crags, giant pillars almost of stone are all around. They go on for quite a while. Well, do you know specifically where this treasure is?
Do we know where the people died?
Just an area, which is towards the center, but that's about all.
More
Well,
towards
let's
the
go
center, I guess.
to the center.
All right, hold on tight. Hope I don't crash this thing. She gives a wink. As the mongoose, it's more of a mongoose than a weasel, falls onto the floor cackling and holding its belly, and then grabbing a piece of cheese and nibbling away at it as it looks
I
up
thought
to
it was
you.
a ferret.
Weasel, ferret, mongoose. You can't really tell as it's a slimy, drippy, oily mess
You're
that keeps
just
cackling.
making this up.
By the way, quick question. Did anyone ask the woman's name?
No. No one has asked her name
Oh,
yet.
rude of us.
I blame the urchins.
Same.
What are you blaming me for?
For not asking the lady's name. There's 6 of you.
Yeah, one of you should have stopped to ask.
You two are both older than the 6 of us.
I'm 12.
I
And,
have dementia.
and
I'm not older than you.
yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
That's not fair. Why is he allowed to be younger than 12?
Who is your youngest member, Anthony?
My youngest is probably 10.
Why does he get to be younger than 12?
I didn't realize he was going to play the pack of urchins. Why not be 11? That way I'm not killing a 10-year-old child in case you die.
Because 11's so much better.
11 is so much better.
No, it's not.
You know what? Murdering 10-year-olds isn't okay, but 11, yeah,
That's better.
that's better.
It's when they start becoming
Let's
rebellious.
Go buy some of them lives. Yeah, it was about the time when they lose the will to live anyway.
You're not wrong.
We can discuss age
Anyways.
later. The steamer moves through the rocks. It's jagged, the sea waves sway the boat side to side, and you occasionally hit a squid, which makes the steamer spit out black ink behind it in the already black inky sea. A few
Oops.
thuds, dunk, dunk, and maybe a whale? You didn't know squids could whale, but there it is.
That is not safe.
But so you keep going, just wondering, maybe we should just catch squid. And there is a large, or larger, platform. It's not like stairs go up it, but it is climbable to a degree, and the platform is quite a bit larger than the rest. You do hear something in the distance, though. It's far. A screech. A wail. Far, far in the distance.
Follow it.
That sounds bad.
I'm guessing that big rock is what you're going towards.
Probably. It sounds the most dangerous.
Be careful. Other things have the delicacy of squid and, well, can only eat squid. And especially when tasty ones like these are breeding in the masses. Be careful. Looks like a nest of some sort. And she smiles, joking. Well, kinda.
Fair enough.
I'll stop by
By
that.
the way, I want to ask her name.
Oh, the name's Velvet.
Velvet.
Indeed.
Okay.
She stops by the large rock, and she says, I'll just wait here. Or, on her way towards the large rock, let's say, a mass in the sky. A massive shadow, just to say in particular, as you can't really make out the details. Something in the clouds. Flying, perhaps? And the screech is a whole lot closer, soaring above you. It's almost ear-piercing this time.
Travel towards the dangerous sound.
You keep traveling towards the rock, or at least you tell Velvet to, and she does. And she smiles, pulls out a makeshift cigarette, lights it, and smokes. Well, today's
She pulls out a what now? Because I didn't get that.
a cigarette.
Okay. Because you kind of went all
Something
sorts of
else.
robotic.
She looks up at the sky. Well, I'm guessing that's what has taken care of every other treasure hunter who's came around.
Most likely.
Wonderful. Please hurry. Or, I'm just letting you know, if I see you dying up there, I am leaving.
That's completely fair.
Wonderful.
But at least we know that if it is what was taking care of the other treasure hunters, then everything's gotta be at its nest.
You're not wrong.
See, and if we befriend or kill it,
We could
We
definitely
win.
try to befriend it.
roll to seduce.
It's not anywhere near us. And why do you want to seduce the giant bird thing?
Why not?
We could just befriend it. Why do you have to try and fuck it?
You know what? I'm old. I'm into some weird shit.
Don't blame this on your age.
Just want to experience everything, Ashley.
As you joke and bicker and poke and prod at one another, you see the mass plummet through the clouds and land on top of the large rock. The rain pours over its feathers. It is massive, probably about 25 to 30 feet standing tall. The best
Damn.
way I could describe it is it's a massive dark black bird, probably around the size of 25 to 30 feet, as I said. Its feathers more resemble thick black fur than anything. Its eyes are like empty holes in a mask. Its entire face is almost like a bony protrusion, more like a mask than anything else. The tip of its beak is black, as almost if it was dipped in black ink, yet the rest of it is a bony or ashen grayish white. Its talons are long and sharp in the storm. It roosts on the massive jagged rock. The beak and face are, like I said, similar to a mask, but it resembles almost a crow or an owl, a shorter beak such as an owl and carrying that same similar face shape. A massive crack lies on the left side of its mask, making the left eye appear almost deeper and emptier than the other. You can only wonder what may have done that much damage to something that big.
So does anyone know what this is?
Go ahead
it a heartbeat?
and roll.
No. Harpies are part human.
Go ahead and roll. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna say it's charisma, just like over your charm and confidence over the years. Like, maybe by talking to people or by studying. That is the closest thing I have.
What am I rolling?
A d20.
What are we rolling?
A d20?
Just a d20?
Yep. Nope. Nope. Actually, Ashley, yes. You have an idea of what this is, but this is myth and legend. This shouldn't be real. Things in textbooks of fairy tales and folklores, very, very old ones, and maybe something read to you by your pa or ma, while in actually a nice home, when they used to breed plenty of animals. You know, your parents always wanted something this exotic, and they strive to get something like it. This is, from what you know, an Archean bird. They are supposed to not exist. But here one is. You're not exactly sure all of the details of it, but they're supposed to be strong and powerful and magical even to a degree.
I'd like to befriend the bird.
Befriend the bird.
You also know they are extremely and highly aggressive unless brought up from a young age.
Does it
Befriend the
have any
bird.
eggs?
What?
Do we?
Does it
can
have
we
any
see a
eggs?
nest?
You don't know if there's any in it. There could be.
Can we see
Kill
it,
the
nest?
bird.
No.
You see something in its mouth as it's a massive, large, inky squid, but actually larger than a lot of the other ones. She picked it out perfectly, and she drops it on the rock.
I want to see if there's an egg in the nest.
Befriend the bird.
You gotta get up to see.
Befriend the bird.
Urchins! Sneak!
Yes.
You do not
There's 6 of you.
command
Send
us.
one up there.
Okay, but you have the highest dex.
There's also 6 of you. Why is not that big of a deal?
It's still a big deal. It's just that they have the highest dex.
What am I sneaking for still?
We want to see if there's
Look for
eggs
the
in the nest. And you have a psychic connection, so if one of you sneaks up, it can tell the rest of them. Like, yeah, there's
Which
eggs or
Tell
something.
us. But then we know how to proceed afterwards. And we can distract the bird.
Then I will sneak up to the nest.
Roll dexterity.
Just a d20.
D20. But you do... I will... Looking at it. Okay. What did you roll?
I didn't roll anything because you started saying something. So
Oh,
it threw
no.
me off.
Nope. You're good. My bad.
I rolled a 20. Fuck me.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm
Oh.
just gonna look at the rules just real fast.
I'm so sorry, tiny
Bye bye,
urchin.
urchins.
Who was sent up, by the way?
Who was sent up?
Max.
Which one am
Like,
I willing to
don't
get rid of?
decide after.
I'm so sorry, tiny urchins.
Next time you can sneak your own damn self up. 3 points at
Okay.
dex doesn't matter.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem to. My dex didn't seem to do shit because no matter what, I'm rolling a d20.
Yeah, and you have 15 on your dex.
Yeah, and what's my 15 dex got to do with anything if I'm just rolling a d20?
So you're trying to roll under that. You're trying to roll under 15.
So the higher your whatever is, the bigger chance you have of succeeding. And since you had the highest dex, you had the highest chance of succeeding.
It's not our fault you failed.
So what we see, everybody, is the small little urchin making his way up the rocky crag. It's
Only to be eaten alive by a vicious bird.
the urchin does actually wonderfully. Max peeks over the edge, kind of slinking his
And
body
his head
up.
immediately disappears from his shoulders.
Shush.
Nabbed inside of a bird's beak.
How old is Max?
I don't fucking know.
Make him 10 and it'll make him feel guilty.
Max is 10.
Max was 7.
Oh yeah, Max is the youngest.
Oh,
He is now.
I'm not going any younger than 10. I'm sorry. No.
I vote 7.
No, stop it. Continue.
Max was 11.
Okay. Max peeks his head up, slinks his body over the slippery, wet rocks. And as he starts to go forward, he sees the incredible, massive, beautiful bird, horrifying. His heart's beating in his chest. And just as he just goes to kind of peek up a little bit and see into the nest, he does see quite a bit. Bones and bodies and squid matter spread out everywhere. But it is a nest. There are massive logs and twigs and everything, and seaweed making up a nice nest. Skulls, armor, and blades at the bottom. But that's not the cool thing. That's not what you're interested in. What you see are 3 beautiful black eggs with almost a starry pattern covering over them. Jet black. Shiny. Max, almost kind of taken aback by this, takes a step forward and a crack of a twig beneath him. And immediately the massive 25 up to 30-foot monstrosity of a bird looks directly at Max. I'm giving you an opportunity here to do something.
I rock at him. No, wait, is that a good idea?
What does Max do?
I don't know what Max does.
Try and get away.
Yeah.
You have Dex.
Yeah, because that worked so well for me last time. Max will do a somersault off of wherever he's standing.
You're on a cliff.
Jump away, Max. You're dead anyways.
Make a dex save.
What dex save?
Roll a
Dex means
dex.
nothing for me.
Nice.
What is your health for? Oh, Max. Oh, fuck.
Max is gonna die.
That's right. What you see is everyone's watching, just like intently, like, yes, get the egg, yes, get the egg, or like, tell us egg. And then they see the giant bird look over, hearing a and look directly at Max, and all Max can do is just back up. And Max backs up off of the cliff, trying
No,
to make.
Max does a backflip off the cliff.
Oh, he does a backflip, trying to be a badass.
No, he does a backflip trying to not be eaten alive because he knows he's gonna die either way. So he's just killing himself.
He
Might
jumps
as well
off.
die by my own damn standards.
He hits the water like concrete. Right next to the boat. And he starts
Oh.
to fall away. Does anybody grab him?
Yes.
Yes, all 5 urchins leap into the water for him.
Okay. Roll
Okay.
dexterity. 5 times.
For all 5 of them?
Yep.
So 5D. 20.
Okay. I'm gonna roll something real quick.
2 drowned in the process, so now 3 are dead and 3 are alive.
No. Okay. All of them, in a combined effort, all make their way towards Max, pulling him onto the boat. He is unconscious for now. You're not exactly sure if he's alive or breathing. But
I'm pretty sure they'd know if he was alive. They have a fucking psychic
They
connection
have
with him.
psychic
oh, that's right. I
brain.
completely forget. Yes, he's alive, but he is severely wounded.
Angelo doesn't want to kill children.
No one has anything that can help people.
I'm
have
gonna
rolled
look
four.
at something real quick. You hit 0, and Max's strength is 9. You
No.
or
no.
no?
By himself, his
When I
strength is-
send an urchin off by themselves to act as an individual, they count as having 1 HP and 3 in all abilities.
Okay,
So
awesome.
his strength would be 3.
Thank you.
So technically, his dex was also 3 when I was trying to just sneak with him.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Good point.
well, we're just gonna let it
Well-
pass.
You rolled 20, so it doesn't matter.
No, yeah.
Letting you
Sorry.
know. Just looking at some things here. Where did Max? Hold on. Let me look
Yeah,
at.
no one has anything useful for health. I have cleaning wax.
Okay, Max takes a permanent scar. Roll a
Works.
a d12.
Roll a d6. D12?
Yeah,
D12.
d12.
10.
We'll deal with that in a little bit. Hold on, I'm just gonna write something.
What did he get?
Max is now mute.
That's fine.
SE
It's fine.
permanent
Everything's
scar for
fine.
Maxie boy. There we go.
Is he mute?
Nope. Something happened though. He is completely unconscious, and as you guys look up, the massive bird looks down towards the boat. It screeches into the night. Everyone prepare for combat.
How do we do that?
I would like to try and reason with the bird.
Befriend the bird.
I'm just gonna let you know right now that is not gonna happen.
Damn.
This
Okay,
is one
how do-
aggressive mama.
How do we get ready for combat? I pull out my striking rod, and my 2 dogs also get ready,
Okay.
I guess.
Velvet goes and grabs her giant harpoon off of the wall.
Nice.
What do the urchins do?
They all pull out stones,
Okay.
You have pocket knives too.
and they're not getting close to the fucking bird.
Fair enough.
Well, since you guys all can't really do anything from down here, the bird might as well take its turn.
I can throw rocks from down here.
You know what?
Could definitely try.
Sure. Roll for throwing
I have a
rocks.
ceramic staff.
Oh my.
Wait, how big are the
Is that-
stones that orchids have?
Wait, does that work?
Roll
Is-
5d4.
Is that
I-
it?
The rocks are D4. I rolled 5, 1 for each
Urchin.
urchin.
Urchin,
Cool.
and they all.
They all, in a incredibly angry, furious. One of their closest family just about died to this massive thing. They all get out stones and start pelting as hard as they can at it, causing 18 damage. Now let me just pull something up so I know how much it needs to take. Okay.
How many ways are there to get up to the nest?
Climbing, there's almost like a small rocky pathway twirling around it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I would like to try and sneak up while they're throwing rocks at the bird.
Okay. That will take you this turn as you sneak up behind it. Roll a dex for me, by the way. Okay. Not
Bless you.
bad. Not bad at all. Sorry, I
Thank
am
you.
currently calculating this birdie's health.
You're good.
What health?
Yeah, what fucking health, Anthony? Jesus Christ.
I'm going to stone this bird to death.
Fuck.
I just imagine throwing weed at the bird.
Hey
I'm
bird,
just
you want to get stoned with me?
imagining like the stoning. Hey, blaze it! It's 4:20.
Okay,
And this bird's just like, what the fuck?
continuing on. Letting him calculate.
Okay. Pelting the bird, it screeches as Yilva, or Ilva, my bad, sneaks up behind it. It shrieks, and you notice electricity trickling off of its fur.
Another reason not to use my pocket knives.
You're not wrong.
And it does ear-piercing screech. Boink. Let's see. Immediately, Jade, you take 3 points of damage.
Rude. I didn't even get a chance to do anything.
Oh, did you want to do anything, by the way, in this turn? Just letting you know. Did you want to do anything before that?
I don't know. I just wanted to protect the babies.
Join me, Jade. Let's stone it.
No. I like my rock. It's
Do you
pretty.
want to have move Max? Since Max is injured?
Huh?
Did you want to move
Yeah.
Max since Max is injured? You said you wanted to protect the babies.
Humans. Yes, I'm the only adult here, and I feel like very high stress over these imaginary kids.
Okay. But you guys try to cover your ears, and this ear-piercing screech almost ruptures inside of your head, rattling your skull. Jade, you take 3 points of damage. Ilva, you take 4 points of damage.
Urchins
Where do I put
all
damage?
die.
No. And one urchin will take
One urchin.
Okay, give them 3.
One urchin
Um,
immediately goes unconscious. Their ears bleeding, hitting 0
See-
HP.
I was
Oh.
thinking you could do. They get 3 defense between the 6 of them.
That's what I was gonna do. You know what? I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Alice takes 3.
Alice is dead.
Nope, she's
Alice is at if you take
Alice
3
gets a
health from
scar.
Alice, she will be at -1 health.
Alice gets a scar.
She gets a scar. She doesn't die though.
She's dead.
Roll
No.
a d10 for me, Anthony. Okay.
Fucking, why did I roll a d12 and now a d10? What?
I
the
thought
fuck?
it was D6.
Oh, it is a d12. My bad. My bad.
What the fuck is the? Why am I rolling a d12?
I'm sorry for her scar. I want to know what her
Doomed to
scar is.
die.
She's not gonna die. Maybe.
If I roll a fucking 12, she will be.
I know.
So she gets a battle scar.
She gets a battle scar.
Roll a d6.
Bros, my headphones died. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, just
on her
making sure.
stomach.
Fucking stomach.
She gets a
Why
battle
would
scar on
you
her
do
stomach.
that to that poor baby?
And Max has a shattered ego.
He's
Immediately.
got more than a shattered ego. He's probably shattered several bones in his body.
You're
You
not
know what?
wrong.
Same, I have a shattered ego every day.
Alice immediately drops to her knees, holding her stomach as a large tear starts to form, holding her belly, intestines wanting to rip out from the reverberation of the sound. She falls on the deck of the steamer.
Do we know how much health the bird has left?
It looks damaged. It looks pissed. That's about all.
How damaged?
It looks hurt.
How hurt?
You're not really sure. Probably kind of hurt.
Okay, where am I?
You're right behind it.
I want to attack it with my striking rod and my dogs.
Okay, roll. Alright.
How many? 3d6?
Let me look at your
Because
dogs
my
real quick.
A striking rod is a d6, and my 2 dogs are also
Yep, then 3d6.
sixes.
Okay.
Can I try to mend the wounds on Alice?
Yes.
To make sure she doesn't
Yeah, you
bleed out
can.
or anything.
Roll a d20 on charisma.
Okay, D20 just once?
Yeah,
Fuck.
you failed.
You don't calm her down. She is screaming in pain. She was unconscious, but as soon as you started to touch her stomach, her eyes burst wide open and she starts screaming in pain.
Bubba, I'm sorry.
And since she's screaming in pain, the other 4 urchins are probably screaming in pain as well.
Yep.
Does Max wake up?
Maybe
Max
just
wakes up screaming in even
Nope.
more pain, which increases all the other urchins' pain.
Max
Therefore, they're all
is
dying.
out. Max is completely out. He is.
Max
But
is
he's
in a
not
coma.
dead.
No, he's not dead yet. Okay, continuing on. What happens?
Stop hurting my kids.
Shush.
Stop hurting my kids. Everyone made kids in an Eldritch horror game. God damn it, guys.
That's not our fault. It's your fault.
You are in charge
It's
of
your
this.
fault, Ashley. You sent Max up to the fucking cliff.
Next time we're sneaking, I'll sneak up, okay?
Nobody's gonna do more sneaking.
Bet. I snuck and I succeeded.
Okay.
And then I attacked the bird.
Ash. Or,
Yes.
Ilva. You strike it on the back of the head as it's kneeling over and cawing over the cliffside. As you hit it so hard, it sunders a little bit backward. And as it starts to back up on a little bit more level ground, your dogs jump into its side, ripping and tugging, hanging off of its wings, biting and searing away at the flesh. It looks extremely wounded, bleeding in crimson pools on the floor, and it shrieks out into the night.
What happens? Did the urchins do anything this turn, or do they still need to do something?
It backed up. They can't see it anymore.
Oh no. Why did it back up? I hit it on the back of the head.
Yeah, no, you hit it on the back of the head, and as it was kind of shaking it off, the dogs went and ripped on it, making it want to get on more level ground.
Blunt force trauma, and it's panicking. It shouldn't be able to do nearly as much damage.
Yeah, but it's better than what it was gonna do.
Okay,
Just
what
saying.
happens?
It,
What do the urchins want to do? Do they want to do anything this turn?
do you want to do anything?
Well, if I can't see it, then no.
Well, do you want to do anything else on the boat or whatever? Also, why hasn't Velvet done anything?
Yeah, what the fuck, Velvet?
She totally got a harpoon gun and didn't do shit.
Yeah, and like,
Like, she just like, if they die, I don't give a shit. Because she could die too.
she's like, oh, never mind. I'm gonna let these kids die.
Whatever, continue on. Let's go. What happens?
She's doing things.
What other hell do we do?
She's
go
in the
through?
cabin. You don't see what she's doing, but she's doing things.
What other hell do we go through?
The bird kind of takes 2 steps back, looking at you and your dogs, trying to figure out what to do. Jump off and leave her eggs, or fight to the death. And obviously she picks the one. Fight to the death. Let me see her attackies.
And I rolled to dodge.
Hey everybody, welcome to Electric Bastionland and Into the Odd, where every attack hits. No
That's
matter what.
stupid. Dex is...
That is a stupid rule. Let
No.
my babies dodge.
I'm serious, it's an actual rule.
I
Can
don't believe
I charm it?
You know what?
Can I do
for
anything?
children, they should be allowed to charm it by being cute.
Can
Like,
I
she
do?
has a mom.
Is there anything I can
No.
do?
Yeah, the urchins just look like a snack.
In
Therefore, they can't-
response to it trying to attack me?
I don't think so. Let me look. I'm just gonna take a peek, just in case I'm wrong. Yep, I don't think you can really dodge it.
I only have 3 hit points. I'm gonna be knocked unconscious. And I swear if it kills my dogs.
Okay, how about this? I'll let you dodge. I actually like this. I like this idea. I'll let you dodge if it takes up your next turn.
Can my dogs still attack next turn?
Yes.
Okay, if it takes up my next turn, I'll try and dodge.
Okay. Roll a d20.
I'm so scared. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, my baby.
The massive bird swipes its talons that are twice the size of you over your head, barely ducking and rolling underneath it.
All right, so that took up the bird's turn. Can my dogs attack now?
Yes.
I have a ceramic staff. Can I hit it?
You're down in the boat still.
Yeah, you gotta get up there.
All right, you're up there. Well, can I roll again to try to save Alice?
She's
Okay.
not gonna die, but you can definitely try to mend her wounds.
She's hurting.
You can
She's a baby.
So-
so
Max.
roll another d20. Yeah, but Max is unconscious.
Max doesn't have anything I can see to physically help.
Yeah.
Ooh. I can let my
Almost.
dragon folk fix it.
Almost crit success.
Okay. Roll me a d6 real quick.
Who?
Her?
Mm-hmm.
D6.
Max was at what? Anthony?
What do you mean Max was at what?
He was.
Max was at death.
No, he wasn't dead.
He had 1 hit point. So he's like, you just
His
didn't.
his eyes are fluttering, and you bandage him and make sure all his bones are somewhat intact overall.
And Alice?
And Alice, bandage her stomach. That's about all you can do, and make sure her organs don't spill all over the deck of the steamer.
Breathe, Jade, you're okay. Alright, so my dog's attacked.
It is struggling, almost panting, leaning its wings up against one of the pieces of rock, looking at you. I guess it'll do one last thing, because that's all it can do.
What's it going to do?
Your mom.
Kaylee, Jade, whatever.
I'm sorry. My brain got stuck in middle school.
Sorry, I'm looking at everyone's sheets. How much health do your dogs have?
I don't remember. Give me a second.
Okay.
Do.
5. 5 hit points and d6 bite each.
One of your dogs.
Is eaten alive.
Nope.
It coils itself. Its wings start to like wrap around, and you can notice small electric purple arcs coursing over its fur, and it screeches outward. Your dog tumbles back, electricity coursing over it as it trembles and shakes. It looks very hurt as blood drips out of its mouth. And you, a little bit more prepared this time, putting your hands above your ears, take 1 damage.
I take 1 damage, and one of my dogs takes 4 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
That's about all it can do.
Okay, then I want to attack it again.
Okay. Go ahead.
3d6 or just 2, since one of my dogs gets hurt.
Go for 2. Shouldn't take much. Oh. Probably extremely angry, and the one dog lying on the floor, paralyzed and stunned. The one dog runs up into at its belly and bites down hard, ripping left and right, then pulling backwards, leaving the bird to fall on the floor, curling its wings as whatever is inside of it starts to become the outside. And looking down at it, putting a foot on its beak and pushing it down. It's a massive beast for sure, but you take up your rod and slam it right down into its skull, making the mask break.
Oh, damn, Daniel.
And the Archean bird perishes.
Nice.
You will find much up here, and I will read that all off to you, and I will just give you guys the list here in a second. There are 3 eggs.
We each get 1.
There is...
Wait, but 6 urchins.
The urchins get all 3. Fuck off.
No! No. The urchins count as 1 person because they have a shared conscience.
No, the urchins are 6 people with.
Urchin rights.
It's not that they don't have rights, it's that they have a shared fucking conscience and they depend on each other so much that they act as 1 person.
She's just against urchins in general.
Okay.
You know what I'm against? Stupid science mystics, little bitches.
Oh, fuck off.
Jesus. Okay.
90-year-old crazy ladies.
There are 3 eggs. There is some old gold echoes from the time before past the electricity age. There are about 20 of them. Let me write that down. Doop doop. I didn't write down specifically how many. So there are 20 of them.
20 of
They're
what?
old
echoes.
Old echoes from time before past. There are bones littered everywhere.
I thought you said egos. I'm like, I don't want old egos. I know that now.
There are bones littered everywhere in case you want bones for some reason. There are three different kinds of blades. There are 2 daggers, a claymore, and a book.
What's the book?
It seems to be rumors and notes for more treasure.
Yay. Grab everything.
Okay, and you do.
The treasure.
And you head down.
Even the bones, because my dogs can have bones.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Or we can hit people with them.
Ward off our enemies by being like, hey, look what I got. And they'll just be like, fuck weirdos.
Okay, how about this? Because I more or less convinced Max to go up, I'll give a decent share of the treasure I would have gotten. But I still want one of the bird eggs.
Velvet comes out with a bottle of something, and
Alcohol.
Shush.
I'm sorry.
she gives it to either Max or Alice. She says it's incredibly strong and should help them heal over time. It's an old family recipe she has. That's up to you.
Anthony?
Anthony.
I don't. Probably give it. I don't know who to fucking give it to.
Both of them are gonna live.
Yep.
Do we have to give it to one of them?
No, you don't.
Could we keep it?
Yeah.
So we could keep it, or we could give it to one of them, and or they, like, you could give it to the one that's more damaged, because either way, both of them, he just said both of them are gonna live, and they'll become more.
Max. He's probably got some broken bones that need to be healed. So
They're gonna become more grizzled, no matter what. So, how do we want to split it up? Like, what are we giving to Velvet?
Kill Velvet.
No. Velvet did nothing wrong.
I know, but I want her money.
Okay, but she has a ferret. And I don't want to fight her and her ferret.
Kill the ferret too.
I don't want to fight her and her ferret.
Nobody likes my ideas.
You guys are chaotic as hell.
You want to do it? You kill her with your damn ceramic staff.
What? No, I'm a pussy.
If you attack her, I'll help. But I don't want to just kill her for no fucking reason.
I thought our plan was to kill whoever brought us to the island.
Yeah, and then it was a
That's
nice
what
lady
I'm
with a
saying.
ferret.
How plans change.
But by the way, does anyone here know how to drive a fucking boat?
No, you guys fucking
Dude,
know.
I'm 90 years old. Of course I know how to drive a boat.
You might have been out at sea, but I don't think you've ever driven.
Oh, I bet I can figure it out.
I'd rather not get stranded.
You're out in like
It's
super
part of the
jagged territory.
adventure.
No, it's part of the death.
Someone please comment this time right now. I want to know. I want this time mark so I can always look back on it and say, you know, players can change their minds.
Oh no,
Where-
I'd totally be fine killing her. It's just like I don't really want to.
I'd be dope with murder. I just don't feel like it today.
Or never mind, just my players are always a bunch of fucking psychopaths.
I'm bad.
Hey, it's your fault for being friends with us.
It's true.
You
It's
did
true.
start it.
I know. And you know, the only one
Besides-
who's being pained here is, or, you know, the only one who's...
Besides,
Never mind. Keep
Velvet
going.
also has a debt. She's like us. She's not the rich.
No,
I'm
not
not
at all.
fucking Peter Pan.
Okay, how about this?
Robin Hood.
I'll give her part of my cut if she agrees to help us eat the rich.
What, you want to ask her to join our group?
Yes.
Do it. Charisma roll. Ask if she
Yeah.
wants to join the group.
She's kind of hot. I want a lesbian lover.
Ooh, we can both try and convince her. Angela, we can both try and convince her.
I need a mom for my kids.
It's more likely to succeed. Can we both try and convince her?
Both roll a d20, and I want to hear what you guys are saying.
We both
Fuck.
failed.
She doesn't
I
want
want to ask her to be my mom.
Yeah, exactly.
She gives a very confused look at first. You're saying you want me to join your group?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how... Well,
We'll take on your debt and help you.
Yeah, we'll help with your debt, bitch.
We'll go on adventures together and you'll get a cut of the share. You'll get like a share all the time
I just...
because we all get the share.
We'll be a family.
See, I want to, but the problem is I have a man waiting back at shore for me. He's
Oh, she's straight.
Shut up. Doesn't mean she's straight. Who is it? Is it your husband? Is it your brother? Is it your father?
The son, like,
You
please
could
be gay.
call him a lover.
Oh, fuck.
He can be my dad.
She gets
What
really...
does he do?
How would you call him? He's almost like a treasure hunter like you, but more guard. He's a hunter.
He can join with us. We'll be more noble.
She scratches her head. Why don't I talk to him about it? Tell me where you guys live, and I'll come on by. Okay?
We don't have a house.
Oh,
We live on the streets, bitch. You think we have money?
Hey, shut up. Don't
Well-
call her a bitch. We have a 10K debt, and we live in the ruins. Out that way.
how
Tell her
about
where
this? I'll go searching for you over there, and if I can't find y'all, why don't you come to my boat? That-
Okay.
Visit sometimes. I make really good soup, especially with squid.
Okay. Are we gonna catch some squid?
What do you think? And she pulls out a net. And over the course of a while, you guys get a full boat of squid, just because it should seem simple enough. And
Nice.
it's a delicacy, and if she's going to go out here, that'll definitely help pay. And you guys, on your way back, what we see is the camera pan back. And a large, bulky, full metal iron steamer, completely encased in armor, cannons on the sides. A man stands at the head of it, looking off, smoking a large cigar, chewing it between his teeth, chains wrapped around his bulky, massive arms. He stands almost 7 feet tall, made of pure muscle, broad chest, completely bald, scarred from the head to toe. And he looks back. Brad. Hey, yes, sir? What's going on? Why don't we follow them? And he points to the boat. Once we get ashore, follow them. Understood? Yes, sir, of course. Good. And he puts the cigar back in his mouth, puffing out a large plume of smoke. His eyes, this almost shark yellow, almost zombie-like in a way. His skin pale, almost even gray, blue.
Do we see him?
Nope, just the camera and the audience.
Then why are you telling us?
Because we have to know.
Because you guys have to know.
The audience has to know, so he has to tell us.
And so you make your way back to shore. And by the way, you make, what was it? You make 2,500 echoes in total.
Ooh.
To
How is
split.
that split up?
However
You
guys like.
and Anthony can have 2,000, and I'll take, or 1,000 each, and I'll take the 500.
Okay, let me add that to my bio.
Echoes?
Yeah,
Yay.
considering I'm the one who hurt Max.
Alrighty.
Technically, Max did it by himself.
Yes, but I'm the one that said Max should go.
Because I have 3 points higher in dex, because that helped.
So we need to rest to get our health and everything, our hit points and everything back up.
Yep. For right now, we are going to call this the end of the session, and we'll continue next week or when everyone's free.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm free forever. I'm on quarantine.
Alrighty, everybody. This is Electric Bastion, and I hope you have enjoyed. Soon, we will see what rivals our crew will face, how the urchins will do, and how...
They'll all die. Don't worry.
Jade,
Huh?
you have 1,000.
Oh, 1,000. I thought you.
I did.
I don't pay attention.
I said 2,000, but I was saying you guys can like split the 2,000.
I
Sorry.
thought you were saying we each got 2,000.
No.
I just want more money, bitch.
Alrighty, everyone. I
I'm a
hope you
gold
have
digger.
enjoyed. We'll see you all next week. This has been Electric Bastion, Echoes of the Strange. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah.